Hello everybody, my name is Anthony Affert and welcome back to yet another episode of God is a Secret. Now before we get into the actual episode, if you have not already, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Not only so you don't miss a single video, but also so we hit that goal of 1 million subscribers within a year. And with all that being said, let's now get into the actual video where I'm going to be discussing a great quote from the great Peter Kreeft that I recently read and just really related to. And the quote goes, "The practice of the presence of God, though we begin it at special times of prayer, is designed to spill out and over into all times." End quote. And I just related to that quote so much because I love to pray. I can't pray every second of the day, but I try to pray as often as I can. I'm constantly throughout the day praying to God, and I love praying to God for a lot of reasons, but the number one reason is because whenever you pray, you're actively acknowledging the fact that God is with you every step of the way. You're actually acknowledging the fact, and you're actually becoming aware and cognizant of the fact that at all times God is with you. And when you pray, you're really making a point to think about that. You're really making a point to realize and be aware of that. And when you pray all the time, although you can't pray every second of the day, you become aware and you really become aware of the fact that God is really always with you. And the confidence that gives you, the confidence that really truly gives you when you really realize that God's with you every step of the way is life-changing. Like literally everywhere I go. I mean, I've always been pretty confident, but ever since I got super into God and became aware of the fact that he really is with me at all times, it just made me so much more confident. It made me so much more confident because I know that everywhere I go, I'm never, ever alone. And not only am I never, ever alone, but I'm literally accompanied by the most powerful being in the history of the universe who is infinitely on my side. And again, that just gives you so much confidence, and it's just such a great feeling. And again, any type of prayer in general is going to help enhance your awareness of God, but in particular, or in specific, the best type of prayer I've found to help enhance your awareness of God is to pray and ask God questions. Because it's like I talk about all the time, God doesn't answer the type of prayer where you ask for things to happen or for things to be given to you. He doesn't answer the type of prayer because he quite simply knows better than us what we need and when we need it. But the type of prayer that God will almost always answer is the type of prayer where we ask him for an answer to a question. And I do that all the time because, quite simply, whenever you ask God a question, he answers it. And when you constantly pray to God and make all your prayers a prayer about better understanding the world around you and about asking God questions, God will answer all those questions in his own God way throughout the day. And when you're praying all the time, like I said, in general, that already enhances your awareness of God. But when you're constantly asking God's questions and asking him for answers, he's going to give you those answers throughout the day. And you better believe when you receive those random magical answers throughout the day, that is most certainly going to help enhance awareness of God. And again, once your awareness of God is enhanced, it is the best. Because even right now, I'm alone. No, I'm not. I have God with me. And it's not just that I know it. I feel it. Once you really practice acknowledging the presence and being aware of God's presence, you really feel it. And you better believe the feeling of God's presence is absolutely wonderful. So with all that being said, make an effort to pray. Make an effort to pray as often as you can, because the more you pray, the more aware you become of God's presence. And the more aware you become of God's presence, the more confidence you have and the better you overall feel. So with all that being said, thank you for watching. I love you all. Pray and become more aware of God's presence. God bless.